It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles in the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, what a move. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
25, Texans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Kamara try the right side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Oh, look at this play call. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the carry, here's Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Saints first down.
A give. This is Kamara. Shifts by him. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They run it again with Kamara. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the ground, this is Smith. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational at clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The throwing again is Stroud. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Carr going to look to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.